gonna do a little video here. We're waterproofing the basement. We're gonna put a drain in, a French drain, which it's really not a French drain because the research I find, a French drain is level, and this is going to have a slope to it. This is not your normal drain though, because we've run into some problems in this older place. But I'll flip the camera around here and show you what we got going on. We got it started here just a little bit. Alright, this wall back through here, as you guys can see, we got a little, it's cracked right here, pushed in. It leaked really bad. Well, not really bad, it's got some water seeps in. You can see right here where it's been patched before, and all the way down through there. We're going to put our sump right there around the breaker box somewhere. Is that up to code? Probably not. Do I care about code? Definitely do not. But anyways, with this here, got lucky. This basement's got an old chute right here, wood chute. They used to have a coal stove, wood stove in here. So all my gravel's going to come through this. It's going to help a lot. Going to got the door right there, easy access. Put it in the tractor bucket. A lot better than packing it out of here in 5-gallon buckets. But anyways, got some water in here right now where I turned the water hose on. Forgot to turn it off. The way you do this, you'll chip the floor out, and you will come down to your footer, and that's called a cold joint. When you find your footer, you step off your footer. Say that's your footer. You step off that footer, come down, come to the bottom of it. That's where your water will come in. This water right here is not from the ground. This is not groundwater. I'm using a saw. You can see it right there. It's just like a tile saw. I'm scoring that concrete. It's giving me a better break, because what I have to do, these blocks was laid on top. They poured the footer, aka pad, basement floor. It's all sloped to the center. As you can see where the water runs. There's a drain over there. But we're still going to probably put a sump in. But what I dug back in here, and I couldn't find no footer, so I determined this is what it was, that this was the footer slash basement floor. But anyways, my block's on top of it. What I'm going to do, I contacted some companies that do basement. That one company, American something, I will tag them in the video, but I think it's American Water Seal. But anyways, he told me to come off, use that as my footer, the pad, which is my footer. Don't dig back under it. Step out, jackhammer it, put my drain in, put my dimple board against that, bring it over, drill my blocks, of course, bring it over, run it down. And what I'm going to do when I concrete it, I'm going to kind of slope it up to make the concrete thicker back there. But all my concrete will still be here, but it'll step up a little bit. But as you can see, as I go down through there, I kind of tried to widen it out a little bit. But like right here, I started, and this was experimental. But this wall here, there's an old water cistern behind it. This ain't going nowhere. But I am going to come in and chip into this right here, because this room here, everything behind this wall is another room that's sealed off, and I'm going to use it. We'll show that in another video. But I'll set my camera up here in a little bit and get me jackhammering this. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is perfectly straight. But once I get down, like I said, right here, down to the dirt level, and I'll dig all my concrete out. I'm going to put it all in a wheelbarrow and take it out to the bucket, And I'm going to save this for some road projects and stuff. And then I'll come back and dig my dirt out and slope it. But I'm going to put I-beams in here every so many feet. I haven't decided how many feet I'm going to put them yet, but I will put I-beams in here. The I-beams will go against my top block flush and come down, and I'll take a jack and I'll jack it against the wall. That way I got pressure against this wall. But I'll show you when I put one of them in. It's going to be a several day process, so just hang with me and we'll show you. This is just a DIY project. They asked me, the cheapest estimate I got was, before they even come looked at it, was no less than $10,000. We're going to try to do this for about 1,500 bucks. Let's see how it works. Shovel some of this up right here. Gotta get y'all pretty good angle of it. Hard to put the camera anywhere, don't knock it over. But I'll zoom in a little bit there. I'm gonna try this snow shovel. It's kind of hell of a handle in it. We'll see if this does pretty good. If not, I'll use the square shovel. Something like a cord in the way. I think that'll do better when I get to finished product. Right here. I got this hard right. I got this for years. I have to go. I thought, okay, this one, the original one I bought over here, it's not a whole way. These are awesome. They're good quality. Blade china, blade china steel, but really good. We use this probably a lot in this ditch. I use this a lot for a lot of stuff, especially on the little thing. And a little short little thing. Kind of want to put it outside whenever I can. Little boys use a lot of time to get one, but I like guys to get one. I'm not going to fill this all the way up because I'm not going to kill myself every load. And it is a plastic wheel bar and it's flimsy as shit, it seems like. See the tractor out here? We got an LS tractor. We're going to dump it right in that bucket. So I'm going to cut out here and I'll be back in a few minutes, show you a little more. As you can see, about a half load. Still working on this basement floor here in this wall. We just put an I-beam in. Yeah, crap. Turn my light on too bright. Just put an I-beam in here. Like I was telling you earlier, the footer really don't exist, so the floor is the footer. So I chipped it out right here at this one spot. Next one I'm not going to go as wide. That's about 5 inches. I think I got a 3-inch beam. It's called a long leg, short leg beam, we call them at work. I bought these from where I work at a steel place. But I'm going to take my nail gun and I'm going to, right here you can see this 4x4 I got in here. I'm going to nail it flush on each side and then put 2 runners up it and bolt them. But you want it flush with the top of your block right there. And I'll come down here. Right here is where the cracks are starting. So I haven't got the ditch all the way dug yet, which is probably been the best to get my ditch dug all the way to the depth I want it, and then put the I-beams in. But being honest, I'm a little skittish, so that something could happen. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and brace this. I'm going to put me a piece of angle iron across right here, and then I'm going to brace this and nail that in up there, and then I'm going to brace this with a jack from here to there and then put a rod in it. I'll show you guys how I do it here in a few minutes. I want to trim this up and make this good and square for my angle iron. Alright, we got our boards in here, and well, as you can see, my bolts I got is too long. So I'll get shorter ones on the next go around, but these are probably $1, $2 a piece. They're grade 5 or grade 8 bolts, but don't have to be that. That's just what I found at the hardware. So I don't want to use 50 washers. I may have them, but I don't want to use them. Don't want to go looking. So here's what we're going to do. I got a milk crate full of lug nuts. Oh my, look how awesome that is. Take that, take me a washer on the front and the back, tighten her down. See how many of them I used? Why do that? The lug nut's just as strong as them washers, in my opinion. Sorry, got this shit in my lungs, my throat, whatever, but had to Afro engineer this one. It's a little yeah, they should have moved the joist for that commode, but this is what we're dealing with. Should have picked a better spot to put this one instead of where the ductwork was, but hey, look, we got it going. Probably put a snudding about right there in that one. Good thing I took this down. Y'all look back in there. That was in my ductwork. Just nasty. Nasty. But when you get a house that's been sitting for years, that's what you get. Need it cleaned out anyway, so we're taking a few sections down. This stuff like this one here, the contractor put in and Jimmy rigged in here. Shit's coming out, flex pipes going in like over there where I can tuck it up, make it look nice and neat. This yellow thing here that you're seeing is a fan. It's like a ventilation fan. You give like, I think I give $200 some for this off Amazon. It's well worth it. I got lots of other projects that I'm going to use it on, and it'll be worth it in the future. But this is what we got going on right now. I'm going to tighten them up. I'll show y'all how I do this down here, and put some nails in that right there. 2 of them double shot. I couldn't figure out why. I forgot to turn the air compressor on. It didn't have enough air. But we'll see how this holds up. I'm going to put a piece of angle on right here against this. You can see it laying in the ditch here. And put my jack against it. So I'll let you know how this works when I use my used lug nuts. Alright, we got our I-beam in right here. Got some pressure against it. Let me turn my light up that way. Got some pressure against it. Got my lug nuts, tightened it up, my little 3/8 impact. That's my 1/2 inch. I got it in case I had to use that. This jack wasn't working all the way up, so I had to put some oil in it. I don't know. I got a 3/8 impact. It's over there. But anyways, I put this tape on here and just now starting to get pressure on it. It's starting to pop, crack. You can tell. See, like up here, it's against that block up there. My top block. And here's my bow. My bow's really bad over that way. You can see. But anyways, I put this tape on here. I don't know if this will work. Don't know. Might not even work. I seen a guy do it on a YouTube. He was showing how much it went back and overnight. So we're gonna put this one beam in tonight, and I want to go ahead and put pressure against it and cut me a rod to go between it right there. But anyways, I put that tape on there, and you know, my theory is like is if it closes up any, I mean, of course you can see it, but that tape will give me a guideline, because overnight it might be different. So get a good shot of that tape. Ain't no puckers in it. We'll see how it looks tomorrow. get me done some jackhammering here. If you're smart, you'll clean your shit out of the way, unlike I do. It's cold, we can with this. It's cold. Kind of hot. My foot, as a guy, close to the bottom, my foot is long. My shoulder fit there. I don't care what, lean up about 11 inches, and seems to work good for my shovel, and I think that'll be wide enough. But we're gonna cut here for now, and I'll come back. Got our ditch coming through here. We're already at our 20-foot mark right there. Seems like we've hit solid rock, or at least rock. I don't know how solid, but there's what you're getting. We might not be going as deep as we thought we was. We have chipped it out here around our I-beams. That way, if it ain't deep enough, we can always fill a little bit in, but we can't take it away once we put a piece of metal in there. But it's coming together. Got this one in, got it braced up. We'll get ready to put the jack in it here in a minute. Just let it do the work. Let it go. Just let it all the way through. Keep going till it goes through. Go on till it gets real easy. There you go. Here, let me help you. Look at me. Woo. Good trick. That's good. Don't worry about that. Go on back. Right here. Go straight down on it. You ain't big enough to hold it. There you go, that'll work.
That's throwing it in my face.
That handle swings around all the way it swivels. See, we got flush at the top of her. See how it's moving? I'll have to plumb it up more once I get it in there. You can back it up and get everything jacking up. Got this bottle jack we're using here. It's God knows how many tons. Don't even know. Found it on my back porch. Had it for 15 years. Whoo! Whoo! That baby popping and a cracking. Look at that tape already. Look at that.
Open up, put pressure over here and push this out.
Yeah.
Get in against the wall.
I know. I'm gonna check my plumb and it's still plumb. It's still plumb, but now you're gonna get. It's not gonna be plumb here because that's always gonna have a bow in it. It's always gonna be pushing back against that wall.
Can't see no light between it now. Shine your light through from the other side. Yeah, a little bit, but not bad.
I think it's 4 of them blocks come down there. I think I got it chipped out a little further.
Yeah.
I hid the liquid through here. My handle won't fit in this. I don't know if it's got some build up in it or what. Maybe the handles are just bigger than these.
We gotta quit right there so you can collapse your block down there.
You alright?
Yeah, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. That's what you gotta watch for it to kick out. Woo!
Turn that off.
Start over. I'm not sure why he's chopping at it, but he's getting there. There's that gap, more of it here. If I can show you how much this tape's puckered here in the last little bit, probably over the last hour, it's even got closed up more. This I-beam here is this one. Well, it's a little out of plumb.
Use the actual hammer.
Use the jackhammer.
It's gonna work better with a hammer.
Somebody wants to do it the hard way. Making zero progress. Zero. But hey, I'm taking a break. I'm on break. Jackhammer, quit screwing around. Got to widen it out a little bit and he's done. Guys, we're on our fourth I-beam. And this is the one that had the big gap on it. I want y'all to see how much this tape is puckered. Every bit of this tape was tight when I started. Even them. I haven't touched this besides jack this in, and I still got 1.5 2 inches to go. But anybody tell you this won't close up a wall, tell them you know better. I'm not going to say it ain't going to blow out by the time I'm done. I don't know. But I know one thing. It's put a lot of pressure on these I-beams. I'm going to go ahead and cut this floor. I ain't put this in the video yet. How I cut this floor. Sorry that I'm looking at you sideways, but I got you set up on a sawhorse. So I'm going to show you how I score this floor. Try to get a somewhat even break on it. Flip the camera. Here we go. Want to make sure you get water on it, because it's way too dusty without water. It's pretty loud too. See a pad here. I don't get my knees wet. Help me plug in. Well, I don't know how much of that you can see from me in the way, but kind of giving us, it'll crack a lot smoother and cleaner. Kind of control where you're going. But it's loud and it's nasty. Alright, I'm going to cut out here and finish cutting this. taking this rock out here or this concrete out of the basement. Got us a pile going. I think I need to cut the grass. Well, we'll get that before the frost together. Got a pretty good little pile there. We'll use that for some roads. So we was saving it. Go back and start the rest of it. Start setting the beams, and I got a guy supposed to come tomorrow to help dig the ditch, put it on grade, so I won't have to do it all by myself hopefully. So we'll get a little bit of that and show you setting the sump and putting the rest of them beams in. Well, we got all the concrete chipped out of this ditch. Show it to you. All the way up, the sump's going to be right there. It really seemed to get thin up here, but down through here, see how thick it is there. Them's chipped out for the I-beams like I was showing earlier. I think y'all through here. This place is a mess. Probably got that little bit right there I'll chip out because there's a water cistern behind this wall right here. So that's that water that ran in here last week. Got a little bit, you can see right there where it seeped in a little bit. I'm going to drill all them when I chip the rest of this out. As you can see, well, I guess you can't see there. As you can see here, what I had for the footer, as I went, I got wider, and I figured out better methods to getting it squared up. You can see I just kept stepping out and out. I didn't want to step all at one time, but down there at the end where it's really thin, man, that my saw pretty much cut all the way through it. It was nice and straight compared to this, but we're probably not going to put any more I-beams in till we get our ditch dug. Well, we'll probably put the I-beams in, but we won't set them. We'll just put them in up top. Here's how I done these up top. I think I showed you guys earlier in this video if I don't cut it out, but it seems to be working, holding good. But we'll see how it does tomorrow. Like I said, I got some help coming. We're going to cut out tonight and lock up, go to the other place, and we'll be back out here in the morning bright and early, try to get this finished up. Back here working on this ditch again today. We went and got us a string line. Going to make us a use a bubble level on the string line. So we started to do that, and then I happened to remember I had an old laser level up there in the upstairs I got off somebody several years ago. So we decided to make us a homemade transit here. I'll show you what we're doing. Flip this camera around. Finally got me some help today. So what I done, took a piece of trim, put a good square edge on the bottom, tape this ruler, yardstick, ruler, whatever you want to call it, to it. So what we do here, we're going to put 3-inch pipe in here. So what we done, we measured from the bottom of top of our pipe to the bottom of this board. That's the bottom of the concrete. That give us a roundabout. We're going to use 3-inch pipe, and this is 4-inch, so we're going to have a little more room. But you can see that'll hit the wall down there, well, or hit Chris, either one. Hits the wall, you're good, man. But what we're doing here, well, I can find out, hold on. All right, thing times out on us, kicks itself off after a while. So what we've done here, we're right at 23 on this piece of pipe. So that'll run all the way down. So what we've decided to do, as long as we're 24 and a half down here at the end, we're good. Which lock this piece of pipe in the ditch. So see, we're actually low here, but we're gonna build it up with gravel. So we've had to jackhammer every daggone bit of this damn ditch. So I mean, it's all solid rock down through there. You can see some of it right here, just sand rock. The rest of it's been shell, not too bad, but we're getting to it. Can't hardly see down there. We'll move the light down there later as we get down to the end. But we still got some more I-beams to put in. I just wanted to update you. We'll show you a little more of this. We got our pipe in here. It's dark over here. I ain't moved the light over, but went ahead and strung our perforated pipe. This is 4-inch what we're using. Got a piece of metal and some plywood here to keep the gravel from going in the hole right here. I'm hoping I put some through with the tractor up here to the chute. I'll show y'all what I'm doing there. I'm hoping it hits this wheel bar, but if not, it's easy to shovel up. I'm by myself today. My help didn't show up, but I just wanted to update y'all on how I was doing this. Alright, we're sitting here on the gravel pile. Well, the tractor died because I raised off the seat. Hold on. Okay, try this again. I hate that seat switch. But right there is our chute. I'm gonna sit and put them down. Hoping it don't crack the porch from putting the tractor on it, but I think it'll be alright. If not, we'll fix it back later. If it's gonna save me enough time, it'll be alright. Just doing a little bit at a time here. Try to get it in here, what I'm doing. Ain't got nobody to help me film, or I'd film it coming through the other side. Gotta be really careful. There'll always be some over here, but I can shovel that in real easy. That's how we're going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up and, well, not fill the basement up, but I'm going to go ahead and put me something down through there, and then I'll show you what I'm doing with it. I still got to put my dimple board in. It's laying over here. Flip it right there. Overlook all the mess. That's the boxes from the new hardwood floor. Still working on this ditch. Got our gravels piled up down there. Just put our sump in. Got it all run up here. I still got to put the face on the breaker box and all that. I ain't done wiring, so I left it off because I got to build some rooms down here. We just put a piece of cardboard over it in case we bumped into it. But anyways, got to loop that up real good to get that in there. Yeah, it's kind of fun. But we're going to pour gravel all around our sump and then concrete. But I got to put one more I-beam in right here. See, the rest of that's our furnace ductwork. These still got to be set in place. They got to have the boards up top. Got the 4x4 in there. Well, at least one of them. Not that one, and this one. But I still got to mold it, get it all flushed and jack it back. So while we don't have gravel over top of the pipe yet, I don't want to build it up no more than I have to. I got it on about an inch drop. If it didn't move, but I don't think it's going anywhere. Got to put a little more in here. I don't know if I showed this earlier in the video. If I did, I'll edit it out, or I won't. There's the chute we dumped the gravels in. I was showing you dumping them in with the tractor. Got to raise this back in just a little bit. Something I did different on this than I've seen anybody do. I took a piece of pipe. This is 4-inch perforated pipe in there. That's 4-inch. I think that's, I don't know if it's thin wall elbow. Put it back inside it, put 2 screws in it while I hold it. Of course, this I-beam's not going to be in here. I'm just using that to put my laser on. But then I put that thin wall piece of pipe up at the 4-inch thin wall pipe. It's 4-inch right there. I'm gonna put a screw-on cap on that. That way it's like a clean out. I've never seen anybody else do this on these drains, but this makes sense to me. And like I said, behind this wall is a water cistern that I might, when I tap into it, when I clean it out to use it for other things, if it's getting water in it also from the ground, I'll just dig through right here and tap into this existing ditch. So, but I want that clean out there. That way, for some reason, it ever gets stopped up, I can stick a water hose down in there and maybe flush it out. May not be the correct way to do it. That's the way I want to do it. So that's the way this bitch is getting done. So I'll show you guys when we start doing the concrete. I don't think it'll be today. Looks like it's going to be next week project. I ain't getting no help today. Had a lot of running to do, getting stuff for this. So we still got to unload the concrete off the truck. That's going to be a job. But I'll show you this when it's done. Thanks for watching. Got all of our gravel in the ditch. Concrete next week. All the I-beams. Look how much that's closed up. Look at that piece of tape. Look at them. This crooked one right here, this one was a fresh one before we started. These was already on here before we started these last few beams. We got them so close together because we got to skip down there. That last piece of tape's where the beam's going, so you can see what a span we're going to have compared back through here. But we have to skip it because of our furnace. So if we have any trouble out of it, we'll come in later. We're not going to build rooms here. It's just going to be like a culvert, like a, I don't know, just something for storage. But see, it even shoved it in that far. There's our sump. We're going to build up on around it with concrete. I think you're supposed to put them all the way in the ground, but we didn't, because we got to slope this up with concrete. We still got to drill the blocks, but that's what we got for tonight. We'll get the rest next week. I'm going to show y'all a little bit on this ditch here, what I've got done tonight. It should be ready for the concrete tomorrow, but I went down here and I drilled my hose. I missed the mortar joint right there. Get ready to say, I drilled all the mortar joints, but I missed the mortar joint. I'll come back and get it in the morning. But I drilled all the hose all the way down through there. You look right there in that wall. Drilled some there. It was a little higher, but you got to think. May drill that corner block right there to your left. Right there. But you got to think these blocks set on top of the concrete. It ain't got an actual footer that the concrete's up, so I wanted to drill above the block. Use this hammer drill right here. That's what kind it is. It's a Bosch. Borrowed it off a buddy of mine at work. He was nice enough to let me use it. Like I said, we got a water cistern behind this. As soon as my pump is hooked up, I think I'll drill through that, see how long it takes it to get to my pump and start pumping out. I got to hook up the water or the discharge lines on it tomorrow, but got one more beam to put in right there. We've went ahead and put some concrete in these. I'm gonna sweep all that off right through there, but where I hammer them out right there, I put some concrete around them because the concrete's actually going to come from right here, and I'm going to put some more gravel in to make it gravel's higher there, because my concrete is going to come, it's going to come in once I put my dimple board in. It's going to tie in here. My dimple board's only going to come to about the end of my toe there, and somewhere, and then I'm going to line this with plastic, and then I'll pour concrete. But it's going to come up over this, so it's actually not going to tie into that. So that's what we got going on right now. But we'll show you tomorrow when we do a little more to it. Got our dimple board going down. I think that's what it's called anyways. It's this here needs formed in a little better. I cut this one off. It's the first piece I put in. I figured out that I can take this and like, see this seam here. I was wondering how I was going to do that, but I found out we can put this in here like this. I mean, I should have knew this to begin with, but if it was cut straight, it would look better. But put it right down this seam. Or I can put it across. I got to cut crooked. This is not working very well. It'll be alright. It goes right down in there like that. Well, I'll probably put a couple of small pieces, but not working too well because I'm holding the camera. Anyways, you get the gist of it. I'll show you. It goes in like that. Snapped it together and overlapped it over through here. If you can see that right there. A few small pieces in here, like this one. Can't even hardly tell it's in there. But I cut out for these beams all the way down through here. It'll should form back a little better as I start putting some weight to it. I'm gonna lay plastic up underneath this, or kind of over top of this and on these gravels. I'm assuming that's what I believe I'll do. I really don't know the best way to do it, to be honest with you, but we'll figure it out as we go. I got that board laying on that one there because I got to pour some concrete in that before I put it around it. We just put that one in today. The guy that's helping me, his old lady got sick and had to go home, but we're going to finish going around this, and I'll show you when we start putting concrete on it. I'm got this furnace here. It's got a little pump right there that pumps the condensation back out into the line somehow. I'm not really sure how it all works. I just know that when this pump didn't work, I had water everywhere in this basement one day. So what I'm going to do, that pump works, but what I'm going to do anyways, I'm going to take a piece of this 1/2 inch pipe, or 1.5 inch pipe, I'm sorry, and I'm going to put it right down through that, concrete it in. But I cut some slots in it. I started just cut this V in it. You can tell where the saw caught it, but you can drill holes in it, but I don't know. I just wanted to do this. I didn't have a drill bit handy, and I was too lazy to walk up to the garage. I think this will work just fine. It's going into this right here. It's going to go down in here. I'm going to cut the plastic around it. It'll be all cemented in, and of course you can swing back it up. There would be our furnace, so that line should be about right. But like you can see here, it's been plumbed up every which way. I'll fix it real nice and neat. That way it'll go in here and there's something pump it out. I may try to reduce it down. All I'm going to do is put this in here and slit this plastic. Lay the plastic back here on it. I'll fill in around here with the gravels real good, and we'll see what happens. I'll show it to you when it's all done. Got all the plastic laid except this piece I just had to move, but got to straighten it up and we'll start pouring concrete. Yeah, baby, she has sealed up quite well.
Let's get down cold tonight, baby.